How's it going, man?
Let's have our immigration debate, bro. You've been running.
I've been running. No, I haven't been running.
You
But
have been
are you a
running,
patriot,
bro.
Creed? Are you a patriot?
I am a fucking patriot.
You are a
brother.
fucking patriot. You agree that the Constitution is a core American value, right?
I agree with that shit right there, yes sir.
Fuck the Constitution. You're a fucking patriot, Creed, right?
I'm a fucking patriot. Yeah,
Would you ever support Trump if he violated clauses and amendments of the Constitution?
He didn't actually. So
If he did, hypothetically, if he did.
hypothetically, if Trump violated the Constitution, would I still support him? Yes.
You're not a patriot, then.
You're
You
not
don't
a
uphold
patriot.
the laws.
I'm a fucking
Hold on.
patriot.
Hold on. You said you're a
What's
patriot. You said you're a patriot. You like the Constitution. If you do not uphold the Constitution, which are the laws and the things that keep us together as a country, then you are not a patriot, sir. You are a traitor.
Do you agree that some parts of the Constitution should and have been altered?
Oh, sure. But
Yeah,
they
laws
only
change
get
all the time,
altered.
however.
Hold on. It should be followed until they are amended. You would agree with that, right? Otherwise, it's a violation of the Constitution. Well, let's say I grant it to you. I want to go through all the things he's violated, and I want to see the justification for it. Yes, and if there's a justification, I'll scrap it. Yes.
All right, man. Let's hear it.
So, were you here
heard all
to
of these,
listen?
by the way.
Have you heard to the first two clauses that I mentioned? Or were you not here for those?
Listen, I was.
It's okay. I don't mind restating this. For the people who have been here for a while, like 10 minutes, you guys are going to hear this again, but it's going to be quicker. Do you know what the Appropriations Clause is?
Yes.
Cool. What is it?
I'm not your Google, bro.
Okay.
I know what it is.
just say you don't know what it is.
Gavin, hold on. Give me. If you don't know what it is, that's
I know
fine.
what it is. How did he violate? No, how did he violate it though?
But I want to do it for the chat because the chat might not know what it is. So I'm just asking you if you know. If you don't know it, that's fine. Completely fine. I didn't know this. Right. Previously, I didn't know this. The Appropriations Clause.
You didn't know a lot of things, bro.
I didn't. Right. But I educated myself. Yes.
I
want to talk
have a
about something
question.
else with you too, but I'm not going to be able to.
I do.
So,
Hold on. Can I ask something?
Go ahead.
So, have you educated yourself on your abortion debates?
I don't really debate abortion anymore.
Oh, you don't? So what if somebody comes up here and says that they're only a Trump fan because of abortion? You just be like, oh, cool, and then move on?
Yeah, I move on, yeah. Or I talk about the financial reasons. If you want to decrease abortions, you want progressive
Bro,
policies.
you told me that you would educate yourself on abortion, bro. I'm disappointed.
I did educate myself, right? But I don't debate abortion typically anymore. But can I go back? So the Appropriations Clause, for chat who doesn't know, basically Congress has control of the purse. That is what it is. That is what the Constitution says. How did Trump violate this, you might be asking? Donald Trump, in his first term, moved money from the military budget to fund the Mexican-American border wall. When Congress had denied this, Congress, who has the power of the purse, denied this money going to the Mexican-American wall. That is a clear violation of the Appropriations Clause. That's according to the Brennan Center for Justice as well.
Everyone's saying this is Phil, by the way.
Hey, can we
Gavin,
refrain from saying the P word, please, bro?
Gavin,
Can we refrain?
I genuinely want to have a
my
debate.
God.
Gavin, I genuinely want to have a debate.
Can we refrain
Yeah,
from saying
hold on.
the P word, bro?
Creed. No, I genuinely want to have this debate with you, Gavin.
Yes, and I'm here, bro.
Chat, please chill on the Phil, because I genuinely want to have a debate with Creed.
Can we refrain, bro? Can we please refrain? Can we
Yeah, I get
refrain?
it.
Can we say the P
Creed.
word, bro?
So you can chat refrain from the
man.
chat. You guys can spam Creed. You guys can hit that follow button, repost the live, share the live, do all the wonderful things. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. You guys can gift Gavin and give me, but refrain from using the P word.
Bro. Can we
Okay, I'll stop grifting. I'll stop Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, links in the bio, Facebook as well.
All right, you're such a grifter.
Anyways, Gavin.
Do you know what grifting is?
Not Gavin.
Grifting should be.
I'm a grifter.
Hey, grifting should be illegal, by the way.
Sure. So can you agree he violated the Appropriations Clause?
I cannot agree with that. No.
I presented you with the evidence and the source.
You
Why
did
do
not.
disagree?
You did not present me with any evidence. Because Trump, absolutely did not do that.
The Brennan Center for Justice. The Brennan Center for Justice.
Do you have any other sources than that? Because I don't trust that source.
Why don't you trust that source?
Because I, do my, news and sources on better trusted, sources. Give me
this source.
That source I just don't trust. I don't
Why?
see it being a creditable source because
Why is it not
they're
credible?
because they're probably against Trump and they just want to see us
Probably
down.
against Trump. No, this is bipartisan, independent.
Would you say Fox
is nonpartisan,
on Trump?
sorry.
Would you say that Fox is on Trump's side? And it's
Fox
not a
is
credible
entertainment.
source.
Fox Entertainment. They're entertainment.
Okay, yeah. See, exactly. No, it's actually not called Fox.
Fox is classified as entertainment, but that's a pivot away
Fox
from the
News,
actual
bro.
point. I presented you with the evidence. Why do you disagree with the evidence?
Well, I don't think that happened. Plus, what, Kevin?
No, go ahead. Sorry,
Oh,
it was muted.
Oh, I thought I heard somebody say something.
No, that was my video. Go ahead, play. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just don't think that happened, and I mean, if it did, all well. I mean, the border needs to be built.
That's okay. You said there was some justification for these things. Good. Let's say he did do this, which he did. There's facts and evidence.
If he did,
now you're saying it's justified. If he did do this, it's justified because the wall had to be built.
Yeah. If hypothetically, if he did,
that's where this comes in. Donald Trump only built 50 miles of the wall. That did absolutely nothing. Meaning that is not a good justification. Meaning hypothetically, if he did do this, you saying that we needed to build the wall, that's not a good enough reason because he didn't build it.
I think 50 miles is a lot of miles. You know how many? Like, bro, I think
across the whole American-Mexican border, that's nothing.
I think it's a pretty good decent.
It did nothing.
Okay, wait. Is it better than nothing? Is 50 miles better than nothing?
If you're gonna argue, is 50 more than 0? Yes, but that's still not a justification.
Exactly,
that's like saying, would it have been justified if he built 1 mile or half a mile for him
yeah.
to violate
How much money exactly did he get from this?
Billions.
How many billions does it cost to build 50 miles of a wall?
Yeah, I can provide you the exact. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay. Yeah, let's pull up the exact amount. And pull up
6.5 billion.
Okay, so that's actually great progress. If he built 50 miles with you said a couple
6.5 billion. That's according to Brennan.
Wait, did you say million or billion?
Billion. 6.5 billion.
All right, and how much would it cost? To build 50 miles?
No idea.
Probably around billions, bro. So like,
cool.
But
the point is here.
He spent all of the money.
I never disagreed with him.
He spent all of the money on the wall. It's not like he put the money in his pocket, bro. He's not.
I never claimed that. But the point is here. You agree we have checks and balances, right? For a reason, right?
Yeah, bro.
The appropriations clause is there for a specific reason. Checks and balances. Okay, if Donald Trump does not get approval of Congress, or if Joe Biden did this, if Joe Biden
did this, I would be in support of it, honestly, of him going against that.
But the point is, you shouldn't be in support if Joe Biden did this because they're degrading checks and balances. They're violating checks and balances.
I don't even care, honestly. That's why I like Trump.
Sure. Listen, how about do you know what the election clause is?
Yes.
Gives the states the power for chat, not for you, because I know you know what it is. It gives the states the power
and I
to
know
run
I actually know
elections.
this point because Dean ran this point against me, bro. And actually,
I've never heard Dean run this point. What?
Dean, or maybe not Dean, Erica. Somebody. I went on somebody's live and they ran something about Trump's something. His
fake electoral plot.
No, I don't remember his name, but somebody came out and said
Mike
something.
Pence.
What?
Mike Pence.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And said something about
How about I just play you the clip?
Yeah, play me the clip. I don't remember all of it.
Of the indictment, I want.
Oh shit, you got that on standby.
I had no right to overturn the election.
Oh, and Trump wanted it. Yeah.
But on that day, President Trump asked me to put him over the Constitution.
Yes, bro. Yes. And
VP, hold on. Former Vice President Mike Pence said, and I quote, "On that day, January 6th, Donald Trump asked me to put him over the Constitution." That is a violation of the elections clause.
Nope. You said Trump wanted me to.
No, that's what he said. Hold on.
Let's hear it again.
The election. And then on that day, President Trump asked me to put him over the Constitution.
President Trump asked him to put him over the Constitution.
Okay, and he didn't do it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Mike Pence didn't do this. But hold on. But the point is, it's still a violation of the elections clause because the governors did not consent to the electoral slates.
Trump wasn't the president January 6th, bro.
2020? 2020, hold on. 2021? Trump?
Yeah, bro. Trump wasn't the president whenever that happened.
In 2021, January 6th?
Was he? I don't remember anymore.
Joe Biden was inaugurated mid-January, January 21, 21, one of those. Chat, a holy fumble. January 20, right? That's inauguration day, right, chat? I think it's 20, 21? 20?
Trump was in office when I can't remember. Was he in office when January?
No, I can assure you, Joe Biden got inaugurated. Got inaugurated in January 20.
I think you're right. But this happened. I don't remember anymore. Honestly, it's been a long time.
Yeah, January 20. I was right. Yeah, January 20. Joe Biden was president January 20, 2021. right? This was January 6th. Mike Pence said Donald Trump asked him to put him over the Constitution because Donald Trump violated the elections clause by sending fake electoral slates to 7 key swing states. You said you were a patriot, Creed. You said you support the Constitution.
I'm a fucking
You're a patriot, but you support Donald Trump violating the Appropriations clause. You support Donald Trump violating the elections clause, the declare war clause, the take care clause, the taxation clause, the First Amendment, Second Amendment.
This is a whole bunch of nonsense.
I just proved two. I proved two how. Hold on, Mike Pence isn't even a liberal. He's not a leftist. Mike Pence isn't a leftist. Mike Pence is a Republican. He's a conservative.
Okay, and like, dude.
And a Republican said that Donald Trump told him to put him over the Constitution. That is a violation.
That's a good thing, bro. I don't care about violations. Everyone violates stuff. I don't care.
Then why would you say if Donald Trump doesn't if Donald Trump violated the Constitution, you would no longer support him?
Well, I never even said that. Actually, you can replay the clip. I never said if Trump. No. Yeah, and he hasn't. And even if, honestly, I'm gonna step back on that statement because if Trump violated the Constitution, to be fair, I don't really care.
So then you're not a patriot. You retract your statement of saying you're a patriot.
Actually, no, I'm a fucking patriot, bro.
If you were a fucking patriot, quote unquote, you would support the Constitution. You would defend the Constitution. People die for that document. Hold on, Creed. You realize people die for that document.
Okay, bro. Like.
And you don't care about it. You don't care if the document that people die for. You don't care if the document that people died for gets violated by one single man.
Do you think that the Constitution is aged?
What do you mean by aged?
I think honestly the Constitution should be like
amended.
I think that I don't know, man. I can
agree with you. I think the Constitution needs to be amended in some aspects. Absolutely. But how do we do that? 2/3 by Congress. 2/3 of Congress. That's how we do it.
Hey, bro, I came up
not one single man violating checks and balances.
My Lakers game is about to come on in 7 minutes, so we kind of got to hurry this up, right? But I came up here for a what's it called? Oh yeah, immigration debate. Because I know you can't do nothing against my immigration debate, bro, and that's why you wanted to run to this, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, take it away. What do you support in immigration, man?
Because it's great for our national security, bro.
How?
Because we'll know who's in this country. Wait, and I don't really want to I don't want to pivot off of that point because I was owning you in that debate there, and this kind of feels like a pivot. I was owning you, dude. I had you on a leash, bro.
You asked me to talk about immigration.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't
7 minutes.
Pivot. No, I don't.
You have 7 minutes, right?
Yeah, bro.
We talked a little bit about the Appropriations clause and the elections clause. You agreed that he's violating it, but you don't care, right? Now you asked me to debate about immigration because I'm terrified. You have 7 minutes, probably 6 now, 6 or 7 minutes. So let's debate on immigration. You said you support.
No, because I was owning you in that debate, bro. You were getting dog walked.
Name one point you dog walked me on.
Everything, every word that came out of my mouth, bro.
You agreed that he violated the Appropriations clause.
I never agreed to that. Bro, you're putting words in my mouth. I never agreed to that. I said hypothetically if that was true.
Mike Pence owns words.
Mike Pence is paid by Israel and Netanyahu, bro. I don't care.
Trump is paid by Israel and Netanyahu.
No, he's not.
You moron.
Bro, Mike Pence is paid by Netanyahu, bro.
Donald Trump is paid by Netanyahu. Donald Trump started a war that killed 164 children, 13 U.S. service members. Donald Trump started the war that rose gas prices, rose inflation, decreased the worth of the dollar. Donald Trump started the war on behalf of who? Benjamin Netanyahu on February 27th went to Donald Trump and said, start this war for me, do regime change. Donald Trump said, yes, sir, yes, king, and did it on February 28th, launching strikes on Iran. It's bullshit. Don't come over here and say Mike Pence was paid by Israel. Donald Trump is paid by Israel. Donald Trump is owned by Israel, not Mike Pence. Mike Pence did the right thing on January 6th. That's why people like you threatened to hang him.
Hey, I never threatened to hang anybody, actually.
People like you.
Like this guy in your chat just said, you know nothing, bro. Like, low-key, Jeremiah, you need to do some research before you come on.
Debate me on immigration. Stop running.
You need to come on. I have 4 minutes, bro.
Yeah, I can cook you in 4 minutes.
All right, bro. Okay.
Well, you
yeah,
said you
I mean,
supported
you
him.
never,
You
you
said,
never, I just
you said you
tried
supported his
you.
mass deportation. You supported his mass deportation policy because of national security.
Yes.
Because we know who's in here. You can know who's in here by mass amnesty. Mass amnesty. People come forward. The ones who don't, you deport them. Bam. My policy is better because mass amnesty doesn't harm the economy. Mass deportation does. In both scenarios, you get to know who's in here, and in both scenarios, people get deported. Therefore, mine is better. You're cooked.
So let me respond to this absolutely repulsive point that you took from Dean Withers, and I own Dean Withers on this point also. Right. So, mass amnesty. Why should we be privileging people who broke the law coming into the country? Oh, well, Trump's a 34 count felon, bro. I don't care. I don't care. That's irrelevant to the conversation.
No, that's
Like,
fine.
bro,
That's fine. No, I wasn't gonna bring up Trump, but go ahead. Is that your
So
rebuttal?
why-
What's
so-
your rebuttal?
my rebuttal is why should we privilege people who came into the country committing a crime? Oh, it's a what's it called?
Not at all. I think we should punish them.
Oh shit! Oh no! You know what? This is the point I ran on, Dean. I just remembered this shit. You know what? I will agree with you, bro. Let's run mass amnesty. I agree. Let's run it, bro. But then after we run mass amnesty, bro, everyone who gets mass amnestied gets thrown in prison.
No,
How do you like
I
the
don't
sound of
agree.
that?
So the reason why I disagree is I don't think they should be thrown in prison. I think what they
Oh,
should
then we
do.
disagree.
Hold on. I think you're gonna like this even better because you agree we have to pay. You agree we have to pay with prisons, right? You agree.
Oh yeah,
our,
yeah,
our,
yeah,
our
we gotta
taxation
pay-
funds it, right?
Yeah.
Right. And you don't want people who broke the law to. You don't want money to be given to them. How about they give money to us? How about the
Oh
people?
hell yeah, bro! This sounds great, bro.
Right.
Where's this
Yeah,
going?
Creed, give me a second. How about the people who got mass amnesty and are citizens and have jobs? They pay 7%, a 7% taxation that goes into the federal government, and then for 7 years, right? 7% taxation increase for 7 years.
Make it 99% tax.
That would give us billions of dollars into our economy.
Again, they're not serving a punishment. I don't agree.
The
Throw them in
punishment
prison.
is them paying an increase in
Bro,
taxation.
what? What? That's not a punishment, bro. They need jail
They're
time.
losing money. Hold on, they're losing money because they're paying more taxes. They're losing money. Also, jail. We pay for those jails.
Okay, let's.
Why don't you agree with mine? It would revenue billions of dollars. We wouldn't have to pay for them. They would have. They would be paying.
Only way that I would agree with that is if they pay that same exact tax. But you know what we should do? Oh my gosh, no! I'm running for president, bro. You know what we should do? Is something funny?
No, go ahead. What should we do, Creed?
What we should fucking do, bro, is we should put everyone on a reservation. Everyone who's a legal immigrant, put them on a reservation, and then don't give them anything, and then they just live on the reservation, bro. And then actually, I don't agree with that. Honestly, I don't agree with that because then they're taking up land that other U.S. citizens could have. So never mind. I don't agree with that. Or, bro, we could just send them to if the moon is inhabitable, send them to the moon. And I'm not even trolling. It'll sound like it, but I'm not.
Creed.
What's
Enough
up?
of the troll. You can agree that
I'm
my
dead ass
perspective. You can agree that my perspective on taxation would revenue billions of dollars, right? It would benefit
I
our
agree that it
economy.
probably could, yeah.
It's better than any other perspective that you've heard, I'm sure.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That is actually a good perspective. Like, honestly, I can, if you made that up yourself, dude, that's actually pretty good. But
And we deport the people who don't come forward because they're most likely going to be violent criminals. We deport them. Bam. The people who don't come forward, the people who aren't paying that taxation for those 7 years.
But I'm still not
we
agreeing
deport
with you, bro, because they again committed a crime and they didn't have to pay for it.
them.
So
Do you know that crossing the border illegally, you can just be fined. You don't have to be deported. It could be a $50 to $500 fine maximum, the $50 minimum, right? That's a thing. That's according to U.S. immigration law. You can just be fined. How about we just say these people who got mass but according to law, you can get fined. So how about the fine is them just being taxed more for 7 years?
no, because then they still get to live their lives, leeching off of things, bro. No,
They would be paying into the taxation system, buddy. I just told you.
no, bro, because okay, then why don't we do that with all violent criminals then? Okay, maybe not that. That's the wrong wording. Why every criminal who's in jail right now for a non-violent crime? Why don't we let them free and then give them that same exact tax, 7%, whatever you're saying, bro? Why don't we just do that with every non-violent criminal that's in prison? Oh, why don't we do that? Is because they broke the law. No, because they broke the law and they're in prison.
Hold on. If they violated a law and a punishment is either jail time or a fine, right? Like if it's jail time or a fine, sure. Let's do that.
No, bro. Okay,
Genuinely.
wait, you agree? So all criminals that are in prison right now for a
non-violent or
non-violent crime.
non-bad crimes such as fraud or theft. Those
Okay,
are not, like, theft doesn't have to be violent. Fraud doesn't have to be violent. But if they committed any bad or violent crimes, no, this wouldn't apply to them. I'm talking about someone who's like in prison for like a non-violent or a non-bad crime. I think sure, why not? That would revenue billions of dollars.
No,
Sure,
bro.
absolutely.
No, bro.
It would.
Because everybody has.
I think we need to reform prison. Absolutely, we need to reform the prison system. 100%. You absolutely. There is no contradiction within my own argument. So now you agree, right? And I cooked you in absolutely 4 minutes.
Actually, you never even cooked me because once again, I never even agreed that we should do that. And it's honestly,
my position is the best position you've heard.
It is, but it's still debunkable. Honestly, and where
how is it debunkable? Debunk it. You said it's debunkable.
Let me debunk it. So, like I said, so you think that we should only deport the ones who don't come forward with mass amnesty?
Because they're most likely going to be violent criminals, yeah.
But why exactly are we benefiting? Like, why are we giving them stuff for? Like, why are we letting them be in the country and giving them amnesty whenever they committed a crime to come into the country?
Yeah, because I think that mass deportation overall harms the average American, while mass amnesty, without the taxation system that I provided, typically benefits the average American. But with the taxation system that I provided, 100%, 1,000% benefits the average American. So mass deportation is harmful. Mass amnesty is positive with the taxation system that I provided.
It's really not.
According to American Immigration Council, for every 500,000 immigrants removed, 44,000 U.S.-born workers.
You know, mass amnesty would never work.
Why?
Why do you think it's never happened in how many ever years?
Because both Democrats and Republicans ping-pong this issue, saying we're going to solve the immigration issue, right? Donald Trump ran on it. He's doing nothing on it. Biden ran on it. They tried to do something on it, but they couldn't. Obama did something for it, right? But it's still an issue. I think it's
because it just doesn't work.
Because the people we vote in don't actually try. That's why.
Oh, so you think the people that we vote in just don't actually try?
Yeah, they're moderate. Yes, they're moderate. Republicans
that just sounds like you're coping, bro.
Hold on, you can agree that Democrats who run for the 2028 are going to campaign on immigration, right?
Right? Well, Trump will have them all deported by then. So.
But they're going to campaign on immigration. So hypothetically, he doesn't have them all deported. If a moderate Democrat wins, nothing will get done. Absolutely nothing for immigration will get done. If we don't have majority, nothing will get done. Right? It's the truth. Right? People have been Republicans and Democrats have been ping-ponging the issue of immigration and healthcare. Nothing has been done. The ACA was a good start.
Who do you want to run in 2028 then?
It's too far. I'd prefer someone like Ro Khanna as president or AOC as president, and then the other one as VP.
Wait, AOC?
Yeah.
AOC.
AOC does support defensive aid to Israel, though, so I don't know if I like that. But she is a democratic socialist, and Ro Khanna is a progressive. So Ro Khanna and AOC. Or like James Tallarico. I'm sure you know who James Tallarico is.
I know who everybody is, bro. Do you think like I just am not aware of these people, bro?
Who's Representative Abraham?
Representative Abraham? I'm not your Google, so I don't answer your questions just because you don't know him. I'm not going to answer them for you.
He's my representative, buddy. Of course I know who he is.
Yeah, I'm not your Google, bro.
Who's Katie Hobbs?
To be honest, I've never even heard of that person in my life.
So you don't know who elected officials are, at least not everyone. Katie Hobbs is my governor. Thank you. Anyways, Creed, I appreciate you for coming up here. Absolutely cooked you on the.
Bro, it's fine, bro. It's fine. I owned you.
I thought you had to go, Creed.
Well, I do, but I just got the Lakers game on in the background.
You want to debate on you support abortions or you don't support abortions, right?
Yeah, I don't support them actually.
I said typically I don't debate abortions. So let's take it a different perspective. This last one thing. How about you support progressive?
So,
you can agree.
Hold on, one second. Wait, so I'm 2-0 right now. I beat you in the first debate. Dog.
Type of 1 in the chat if Creed won.
The second one,
in the chat if I won.
And then the second one,
Creed, hold on.
No,
Chat.
your fans are biased.
Chat. Bro. Type of what? Hold on. I don't know the chat. I see. They're Looksmax. I mean, I know Looksmax. He's a Republican. He's gonna spam 1. Looksmax is a chud. Looksmax is an absolute chud. Okay. But see, my chat is not biased. I don't know any of these people or the Republicans. Creed, you can't claim that they're biased. Anyways, that backfired on me. Anyways, let me ask you a question. You can agree that the majority of the reasons for abortions is going to be financial reasons, right?
Wait, repeat that.
The majority of reasons for abortions is going to be financial reasons, right?
The majority of the reason. What are you talking about?
Most abortions are because of financial insecurities, right?
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's whatever.
that's what's typically accepted, right? So let's say financial insecurities are the main reasons for abortions, and you want to decrease abortions. Let's say even so do I. Let's implement progressive policy, social safety nets to help these new moms so that they're able to go through with the pregnancy and survive and not just be the bare minimum. Therefore, you'll see a reduction in abortions. Why do you disagree with that, Phil? I need fuck.
No.
I saw the chat. I saw the chat. My brain saw the chat.
No.
I'm sorry. Respond though, Creed. Respond. I'm so sorry.
All right, bro. You said why? Okay, well, the reason is because, well, honestly, I don't know the statistics on that being the reasoning in the first place, but even if that was, I don't think that we should do that just for the fact either way it's wrong no matter what. Obviously, I have exceptions, but either way it's wrong.
No, but you would see a decrease.
Hold on. The stat where majority are for that reason.
Give me one
I mean,
second,
and even if it
I'm
is
not
like
your Google. I'm not your Google, Creed. I'm not your Google. Quite frankly.
It's fine, bro. You don't gotta be, bro.
I got you, bro. Anything else you want to talk about while I search this up real quick? Any other points?
Winning in 7, so.
Do you support Mason Hollow?
Mason Hollow.
Good. I just want to see if you're a bad person.
Google, bro. Not your Google, bro.
I want to see if you're a bad. Let's see. Gut Matcher Institute. It's my source.
Not a creditable source, bro.
Why?
Okay, and on that source, what is the number?
What is the number? Yeah, I got you.
A percentage, yeah.
Give me a second. I got you. So I'm looking for the number in specific. Roe v. Wade. Accept.
All right, bro.
41%.
If that's 41% of the reason for abortions, buddy, there would not be that much of a major decrease. If that
41% decrease.
It would not be it would be like half of that, so it would be a 21% decrease. Because not just because of that one thing, it would not be a complete and utter overhaul of not every single person.
And you also have different percentages. You also have different percentages of like Medicaid coverage and then private insurance. They give a lot of different. I'd suggest you look into that. They do go to that. But Creed, listen, man, we debated. I cooked you. I'm gonna move on to the next.
I fried you. By the way.
You